Good morning and welcome to the Good Morning Vibe Tribe. I'm really excited about today. Like I said, get this shared out to your teams. There's not going to be a reading today at the end, but anybody can win. And it's just going to be really good. I have some wonderful co-hosts this morning, and we start every day with gratitude. If you don't mind, put something you're grateful for in the comments. Yes, no medical claims, but I am grateful for recharge. It does help me with my migraines, but that's just my personal story. And Rachel, why don't we start out with you with gratitude?
All right. You want me to tell you what I'm grateful for? Okay. So I guess here I'll turn my video on. I look not very great this morning, but you can stare at my crazy hair. I am grateful, honestly, for so much right now. We'll kind of keep it on the thrive side right now, but I'm grateful for my team. We did a team retreat, not this weekend, but the weekend before, and it was just amazing. I know you guys have heard about it because we were on here last week, but I'm just grateful to have, these ladies in my life who I never thought like I would ever meet in real life and live states away, but are still the best of friends and would give me the shirt off their back if they had to. Yeah, so I'm just so grateful for my amazing team, my amazing leaders, and you, Shannon, for sure, because you are so sweet and you make me happy cry every day.
Now we'll kick it off to Skye. I love you, Rachel.
Good morning. Oh my gosh. So I am just honestly grateful to be here this morning. I actually woke up with just a terrible headache, and I'm not even kidding. I was just thinking of you, Shannon, like 5 minutes ago, and I was thinking about putting a recharge on my forehead because I've already taken some Tylenol and ibuprofen, and thankful for that too because it seems to have eased it a little bit. So that's been my morning, but yeah, so I'm thankful for a lot of things, mostly gratitude, honestly, because I've got to be honest, since I've started doing it, I have seen the biggest difference just in my days in the last year. And it still surprises me every day that I can just literally go to bed and kind of be proud of who I am because of the things that like I practice. And gratitude is one of those things, and it's huge to me.
I'm loving these gratitudes in the comments. We have a new job. Congratulations. We have a third baby on the way. Congratulations. Sidelines. I just love this. I mean, so many new beginnings. And she put that third baby in there, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have my fifth grandbaby. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're actually just going to get right into the meat and potatoes of it. I'm going to start with the fives lists. I know a lot of you have heard about the pillars, 5 things that make you you. I've learned something a little bit different that's actually amazing and will give me an entire year of content. 5 products you absolutely love, and list the 5 across the top. 5 things you absolutely love about this company, not MLMs or anything like that, Lavelle itself. Place those 5 things across the top. The 5 things that make you you. Place those across the top. Now, under each one of those 5 categories, you can have subcategories. For example, the 5 products you love: recharge, capsules, lifestyle mix, DFT, which one? Chill. And then underneath of those 5 things, you can put little bullet points. And those are going to change. Your most loved products and the things you love about Lavelle even the things about you are going to change. And my ladies started putting those together last night. So I'm excited to hear what they've got. We'll do Skye this time first.
Sure. Sounds good. All right. So, do you want me to go through all of them or just like the one section at a time?
Let's start with the 5 products you love the most.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. So, I have to be honest. I mean, we all love the 3 steps. So, I tried to kind of think of what I love aside from the 3 steps, which wasn't too hard for me because I love the plus lines. Like, there's just is not a product that I don't love. But when it comes down to it, I would have to say my top ones would probably be recharge because I just can't get over the 80%, 80 to 96% absorption rate and the things that are in that patch in general for immunity. Like my wife can't really have a lot of citric acid things. So this really like recharge really helps her a lot. We both love it. Um, so I personally love Boost probably more than anything because, it's got the 16 servings of fruit and veggies. And I know that I do not eat enough of my fruits and vegetables. So I absolutely love throwing that in with my shake in the morning. Love rest. I don't really have a lot of issues sleeping, but when I do, it absolutely helps me. Like I really only need like a half a one. But I know that my wife Farah, she has really bad issues with any kind of like sleeping meds and just feeling super groggy and not even being able to wake up and stuff. So she really likes the rest because it leaves her without that icky feeling. And then I guess my last favorite, it was kind of hard to choose, but I based it on kind of what I can market and what my favorites are because of like my own personal results. And I chose basically Balance, Biotic, and Sculpt because I've done before and afters. I've seen the results. Like I know that I'm a product of my product and I can market that all day long. And I love what that's done to my body. It makes me feel good about myself too. So that's what I've got for my 5 products.
And that's absolutely amazing because she started already listing things under those products that she can start talking about. And she doesn't even have to use the product name to talk about those things. Rachel, what are yours?
So my top 5 products. So I kind of did what Skye did, but I kind of didn't. So I'll just go. Okay, so white label, I just love it because it helps me mom. Like I have 3 boys and they're all super crazy and I love them to death. But without white label, like right now, I don't know what I would be doing. And then I also put tack on there because I mean, not only do I love how it makes me feel and everything, but I love that it it's going to cancer research, which is huge for me because I have cancer in my family and stuff. So that's just really big for me is not only that it makes me feel amazing and it basically gives me all the like, best parts of all the other DFTs, but it also, goes to support something bigger than anything and something that we definitely need in this world. And then I have Move. I'm not trying to make medical claims, obviously, but I have this like rare autoimmune disease that affects my joints, and Move just kind of helps me move better. I always like to use the like puns, with the names, but it really does. It helps my joints, move better. It helps them feel a little bit better, and not be in so much pain all the time. And then Activate because who doesn't need an extra boost in the afternoon? This is actually something that me and my husband both love. And it's, you're not drinking coffee, you're not grabbing a soda. Like, it's something that's actually good for you, that can, give you energy and give you that, burst of energy that you may need midway through the day. And then balance, because I didn't, like, of course I felt the amazing effects of the 3 steps, but once I added in balance, that's when like my weight loss like took off, and I was going to the bathroom better and just not bloated, which I didn't know that I was so bloated until I started taking balance. And I'm like, how did I live my life that way? So yeah, those are the 5 things on my list.
I love it. My 5 are in the comments. I want to make sure that everybody knows when you're posting about products and the benefits you receive from them, or that's a possibility, be very careful with the wording, because we do have to stay compliant. We don't want to make medical claims. And when I'm talking to somebody, I'll be like, this is my personal story. This is not a medical claim. This is just what worked for me. We're going to move into the 5 things that you love about Lavelle. My most favorite thing I love about Lavelle is the fact that it is completely 100% free to run. My second favorite thing is our auto bonus. At the second level of the company, the choice of cars are like amazing. For example, I have a friend in Mary Kay who has done very well. She's been in the business for like decades. She gets a car, but it's the same exact car, the same exact logos. We don't have to do that with our vehicles. We can even keep what we have and get a $300 cash thing. Absolutely love that. And that's something you can talk about before you even get there. I absolutely love our lifestyle getaways. I absolutely love how this company takes care of us by giving both customers and promoters free products when you refer to and they order. But my number one thing above all else is the community. You guys have saved my life, and that is amazing. Rachel?
So I might just be like an echo here. Because I have, we earn free product every month, whether you're a customer or a promoter, weekly paychecks, like that's amazing. And it's just extra money in my pocket every single week. Like you said, the community, the bonds, friendships that are made within the company are amazing. I already kind of talked about that with gratitude. The auto bonus, just like you said, Shannon, second rank of the company. Most places or most MLMs, it's, you have to be like top rank to get a car. And like you said, it's the car that they choose for you. And we don't, we can keep our car, get a fancy car. Like, that's awesome. I just love that. And like you said, you can talk about it before you earn it, which that's what I do. I talk about how I'm working towards earning this auto bonus and being able to pay for my car every single month. And then the free vacations, I haven't earned one yet, but I'm going to. And like, it's just so amazing. The things that they do for us with like these free vacations, like it's all inclusive usually, and that's amazing. I don't know of any other companies that give as many free vacations away as Lavelle does. It's beyond amazing.
I absolutely love it. And before I bring Skye on to talk about hers, I'm loving seeing all of this in the comments. Now, what I did was I took 5 sheets of paper for each section. I wrote down one thing at the top of the paper and started brainstorming and just jotting down different ideas. That's how you get your subcategories. So that's something that if you don't already have, work on that. Skye, what are your five favorite things about Lavelle?
Okay, so honestly, I I was a bit of a skeptic. Okay, so one of the things that I really like about Lavelle is the fact that it's an established company. And they made the 3 steps. So what's not to love right there? I mean, that sums it all up. But I've watched this company for the last 5 years, and skeptic doesn't even describe the word to for me, because I've watched MLM like my whole life with my parents, and it was long before all the platforms that there is now. And it's so I was very skeptical that it would not work. But after watching this for the last 5 years, and watching Brittany strike, because that's my upline, I've seen not only what it could do when somebody stays consistent with it, but also, then getting in and getting to know so many people, which would bring me, to the next thing of community would be like my second favorite part. So, and just everybody's always there for each other, and we want to support each other and we want to see each other succeed, and it's completely possible. So, it's possible because of all the free stuff. I also have that down. The website's free, your weekly paycheck, your products, your vacation, your car. I mean, there's so much free that if you just stay consistent and work, like, you're going to get there for sure. So bonuses, definitely, probably one of my favorite parts. I love that Lavelle has thrown out so many bonuses in all these years, and I think that that's great, and it hypes everybody up. And the last thing I have is truly the self-development. So I did not have any idea how important self-development was with network marketing until, I got into it, and I was already on a very long road of self-development. So getting in and being able to apply that, I mean, it almost like gave me a purpose almost. So that's what I have about the things that I love about Lavelle.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, I'm not going to get into the 5 things about you that make you, well, you, because we've talked that topic into the ground. If you're still having trouble finding 5 things about yourself, make a post on Facebook or Instagram. Talk about it on a reel. It doesn't matter. Ask other people what they think of when they think of you. And it really helps. And like I said, those 5 things are going to change. When I first came here, the 5 things that made me me were not even what I loved. It was because I was always trying to fit in boxes of other people's needs or wants. So make sure they're what you absolutely love. And with like I said, all 3 of those lists, do your subcategories, brainstorm about it, because it's going to be absolutely amazing and give you so much content. Now, with that content, I do suggest you get, if you don't already have, a notes section on your phone. You can get a free app. I have Notebook free from my Android Google Play Store. So you can get a free one, because when you're driving around or doing something during the day, so many of us have ideas, but we never write them down. And then we forget about them or forget what we wanted to talk about. And then we're like, oh gosh, what do I post about? If you're doing the notes section and jotting your ideas down, when you have time to sit down, you can put together something or make some bullet points for it. So when you do want to make that post, you remember what you wanted to talk about. And I found the best time to do that in your notes section is when you're actually going through those emotions. That's going to make it real. That's going to make it raw. You're going to want people to hear how you're feeling. Rachel, do you do anything like that now?
Yeah, actually I have a note thing on my phone as well where I try to write things down, because I always have the ideas when it's like, not a time where I can post anything, or, you know, usually it's like I just posted something and then I'm like, oh shoot, I should have done this instead. And so then, yeah, I'll just write it down or type it in my phone, or Google Docs. I use that on my computer all the time for different things. Or I don't know if you guys know this, but on Facebook, if you like start a post, you can like save it as a draft. And then when you go in like to like make a post, it'll pop up. So like sometimes I'll even do that where like I will create the post and just save it as a draft. And then when I'm ready to post it, you know, that's, oh, I didn't know IG, you could do that. That's good to know. Thank you, Crystal. Now I lost my train of thought because I looked at chat. Yeah, so sometimes I'll do that as long as I'm not like driving or, you know, busy, so that I can save that and I can post it later. But yeah, that is because I don't remember anything, like nothing. So it's a good way for me to, oh my gosh, this like amazing idea came into my head, so I'm gonna save it. I also make my kids save notes for me, like if I'm driving and I don't, you know, I think of something or whatever, I can't put it in my phone. So
Mommy,
my-
let me grow up.
okay, hold on, honey. So I will have my older boys, I'll be like, hey, throw this in your phone quick and text it to me. And they're like, you're crazy, mom. But yeah, that's kind of what I do.
Guy, how about you?
So either this is sorry, I have a very short answer. I got distracted for a second here, but so I either like when I see something, I'm either gonna save it or I will screenshot it or whatever, and I will either send like a message to myself in Messenger or I will message my wife because then I can just scroll back in it and or I'll use like the notepad in my phone. I have tons of like post ideas saved in there. So I'm kind of scattered. But it's around. It's in there.
I love that too. I also have like different notebooks for like Zooms. I have different notebooks for different types of Zooms. Like I'll have a notebook for TikTok stuff and I'll have a notebook for IG stuff. Yeah, I'm that person. So who's ready to talk about goals and setting goals for 2022? I had so much trouble with this. Then Chastity Marie actually did a Zoom on setting SMART goals, and that really helped me a lot. SMART goals is S is for specific, what, why, and how. M is for measurable, how much, how many. A is for attainable. How do I reach this goal or accomplish this goal? Relevant, how does this align with my purpose? Time bound, when do I want to have this done? And then under each one of those, I try to make like steps for each quarter of the year, then each month under that quarter, and then each week under that quarter. I go all the way. I go all the way. And then I even build my dream board around those goals. And I've actually learned with that it's so much easier on me. And I have to now make a third dream board for 2022 because my other two that I've made are completely checked off. I reached every single goal on my dream boards. Now, I didn't make them so far away that I couldn't reach them. Like, I'm not going to make my very first dream board. I'm going to be a millionaire because I know that's going to be impossible for me. And then I'm going to feel crappy. I said a bad word for not reaching those goals. But then I also set intentions. And I'm going to actually let Rachael talk about this first because she has to jump off early. So I want her to be able to get what she has with her goal setting and what she does to give us all some ideas. Because I already learned something new on here this morning, and I'm going to talk to Crystal and Teresa more about it so I can find out how to do it. But Rachel, go ahead.
So for goal setting, I don't remember if this is on, I'm sure probably a Disney movie, but where they say, or maybe it's just a saying from a long time ago, where they say like, reach for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll still land among the stars. That's like a quote that's really stuck with me. So when I do my goals, I try to make sure that I'm not like shorting myself, I guess. I'm not setting too small of goals, but at the same time, I'm not setting goals that I can't, that are like, I want to be a millionaire next year, So I really try hard to set goals that I know I can attain, but goals that I really need to work for. And I also will set, like, I'll have one big goal, like say next year, like my main goal of the entire year is to hit 40K. But I'm going to set little like sub goals so that I'm not just always working towards this one big goal, and I'm actually like hitting goals along the way. It helps me to be more like to continue going. If you have one huge goal that, heck yeah, you can get it with hard work, but you don't have these little goals to kind of keep you going, it gets discouraging because it's going to take a while to get to that point where you hit your big goal. And for me at least, if I'm not hitting a goal, then I'm like, oh, I just can't do it. And I'll quit. But if I set those like mini goals, like every week, every month, excuse me, even like during the, like every day, I will write down like different things that I need to get done that day, whether it's do the dishes or get my kid to school. Either way, I will write down just like these little things that I need to get done. And I don't know, it just makes you feel really good about yourself to like cross something off of a list. Heck yeah, I'm done with that. I don't need to look at it again. And so that's kind of how I do my goal planning. And I always have, my why in mind of that. I always, just and it's amazing because since I've started with Lavelle, my life has like extraordinarily gotten better every year. I guess I'm not even 2 years in yet, so I guess I can't say every year, but I'll say every month. It's just because I have these new skills and everything, like, heck yeah, I'm making more money, I'm getting these products, I'm feeling amazing. But on top of that, I'm learning this personal development, these personal skills that are getting me through not only, moving up in the company, but moving up in my life. So that's really what I try to do for goal planning, is just make sure that my big goal is something that, with hard work I can accomplish, but setting those tiny goals along the way so that I'm still accomplishing something while getting to that big goal.
I absolutely love
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I really do. And I mean, it just makes sense. Skye, I'm going to have you hold on one moment. There's somebody on here that has recently watched something and got some good information on goal setting. And I wanted her to share that really fast. Katrina Newman, can you share what you learned on that Zoom you watched?
Good morning, everyone. How are you guys all doing? Anyway, if you have not watched, Natasha Robertson did a Zoom, and it was a few days ago. If you go to her YouTube page, it's on there, the recording, right? And I watched it yesterday because yesterday was my catch-up day. So it was amazing. It literally is like, sorry, my dogs are crazy. It's literally like a super work with me goal setting Zoom, right? And you go through, like she has you go through your fitness, finance, family, business, fun, faith, friends / mentors. And you're gonna rate like where you are for each individual thing. And then she like set quarterly goals for each thing. So like by April, and she circled them, and then she set like ones for the year in each category. And then she set, you know, like the action goals, like 3 in each category, like what she's going to do to get to that goal that she wants to get to. And then I'm not saying like just she, but like me too, I did this too, but it was really nice to like work with her, and Natasha explained all of it. Amazing Zoom. And then like you circle on your sheet of paper from which of your big Zoom or of your big goals, like you circle so that when you look at it, you put it up and then you look at it, right? And those ones pop out. So it keeps reminding you. So you're doing that visualization, and you can make this also into this is to like get you started to make your dream board, right? So like, this is great. My handwriting is absolutely insane. It's actually pretty neat for me, but like, this is what mine looks like, and it didn't take long at all, right? That's the final product. This is what, I'll show you what my notes look like. Crazy. And I actually did my notes in my planner. So like, I kind of have it, I'll always have it with me. Like if I go someplace or whatever, I will kind of know what I'm like working towards while I'm out and about, right? So I have to write things down like on paper personally to get out of my head and be able to open something up and see everything. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's really neat. You rate where you're at with everything from 1 to 10, and she really like helps you set really like good goals. Well, she doesn't set them for you, but she gives you really amazing examples. It's a really awesome Zoom. So highly suggest reading that. It's going to take you a little bit of time, but it's worth it. You get it done. Have a great day. That's it.
That's amazing. And Katrina did share that link with me. So when I put the replay up, I will put that link in the comments. So if you have not already watched that, you can. Skye, what do you got, darling?
Okay, so I guess what I have, I feel like I would say everything else that everybody else said. I definitely would agree with making sure, you set those small goals too. Like it's not about, the big long-term 10-year goal from now. I mean, we all want to be 200Ks, but don't forget about 4K and 12K and 40K and 80K first. And when you do see those checked off the board, like I love lists. I do think that there's nothing better than just crossing that thing out and being done with it. Like it's just so satisfying. But I guess the main thing that I use when it comes to setting goals is I actually use the SMART acronym when it comes to goal planning, and I will drop these in the comments. But I make sure that my goal is specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's relevant, and it's time-based. So and I think that by really trying to stick to those things, I see a lot more happen, because you don't want to get discouraged by not reaching your goals. So that's what I have.
I love that. Now my internet is a little bit sketchy, so I'm not going to keep my video on long. But there's all different kinds of planners you guys can have for the new year, whether it's a small little one or a big 8x10 notebook one. It doesn't matter if you have it on your phone. I was saying in the beginning that it doesn't matter if you've already won or not. Everybody can win this morning. I'm giving away a 2022 undated planner that comes with each individual tabbed sections. It's even got cute little quotes on each tab that remind you of how beautiful you are, like make the rest of your life the best of your life, or you got this, babe. And that's going to be somebody's prize today. And there's going to be another special little gift with it. A lot of people are like, okay, I get the SMART goals, but I still have trouble setting my goals. I did. What are your intentions? That's a good place to start. What I mean by intentions, like who am I becoming? In 2022, I will be, I will feel, I will become, I will choose, I will let go of. I got a whole bunch of them that I'm also going to share. And that's my question for you all. And I'm going to go through the comments and pick a winner from this answer. What do you want to be in 2022? What will you become? Your top goal. If you can give me an idea of your top goal, you could possibly win this planner and the special prize that comes with it. And we're probably even going to end early today. I'm going to grab Rachael again real quick before she actually has to jump off. And I'd like her to share one of, not, it doesn't have to be her top goal, but I would love for her to share one of her goals for the new year.
So one of my goals for the new year, basically is, I guess my main goal is to time manage better, to be honest. I am horrible at time management and I've been working really, really hard on it. And I just started a new job 2 weeks ago. It's an at-home job, which is nice because I can just sit in my nice comfy sweatshirt. But I needed something to do because I just, like, with my kids getting older, I'm just like, I don't know what to do during the day. And so, but now it's like time management is becoming kind of an issue again. But I guess that is like my main goal, is to get all my ducks in a row and like have a routine every day with how I do things. I've been pretty consistent on posting and stuff, but I want to be more consistent and make it so that it's like, this is exactly what you're going to see from Rachael. This is exactly, what time you're going to see these things. Stuff like that. I want my followers and my friends and stuff to kind of know what to expect from me. And so that's something I'm really working hard on. And I love you guys.
We
I
love
gotta
you
go.
too. Thank
But
you.
thank you for having me on. I always love coming on these. It fills my cup so much.
Hey, I love having you on here. So awesome.
Thank you. All right.
Now,
You guys have a
you muted real quick. We didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said I hope you all have a great day.
You too, darling.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I'm going to have Skye share hers, and then I'm going to share mine. During that time, please continue to put your top goals in the chat, because I'm going to do it a little bit differently. With me recording this, I have the entire chat. So I'm actually going to put everybody's name in one of those spinny wheel things, because this is just too good of information for me to try to pick somebody just by looking at them. And I want everybody to have the same fair shot. So I'm going to do the little spinny wheel that everybody will be able to see in the comments on the Dream Team page. Now, blah, blah, blah. I can't even think straight. Skye, go ahead and share your one of your goals for 2022.
My biggest goal for 2022 would be to continue to work on my credit. I started this year in 2021 with the most horrible credit and had absolutely no debt or anything like that, except for all past things. And this year, I was able to kind of reestablish that credit, and I bought a car, so I have a little bit of debt. So I want to get myself out of the debt that I'm in, continue to build my credit so that I can buy a house in 2023.
That's amazing. I love that goal. Um, Heidi, we've been chatting. I'm going to message you after the Zoom just so I don't forget anything. Now, one of my goals for 2022 is to re-rank my 12K. I was able to win the Operation Winning bonus, but I lost my rank, but that's okay. I'm not worried about getting that bonus back. What I am worried about is getting my auto bonus. So that is one of my goals for this year. And I'm really excited about that. Now, I hope everybody has their goals in the chat because it's Monday morning. I want all of us to be able to go crush this day. And I'm going to end early. Does anybody here want to share something before we end? You don't have to put it in the chat or anything. Just go ahead and unmute and share away. Okay, nobody?
If you need help with goals, I'm not the person to ask, but I do know, ask your sidelines. Reach out to people, reach out to different people. I've reached out to people who I've never known, like they're not in my group. And I've always gotten really good feedback and responses. I've always gotten help. I've always gotten just amazing responses. So I would suggest if you need help, just ask.
That's great. I love that. And I just have to shout out Jessica for a moment. She's been really getting into the reel thing lately. And she did 2 reels that are just absolutely amazing. And I love them. One was just about a personal thing that she goes through. And I felt every emotion from that because I also had that issue. And then she did a funny one with her job, and it's just hilarious. So if you guys have not checked out her reels, you need to go find her on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, wherever she posted them. I can't remember exactly where. And check out her reels. They're pretty cool. Denise Frank, every Wednesday, she's been doing interviews. And it's awesome. She's already planned through this whole month and planned in January. And going live is really important, y'all, whether it's in your stories, on your page, in your reels. Talk. People are freaking nosy. They want to know every single thing you're doing. You ever need any information about events? Katrina's the one to reach out to. There's so many people here on this Zoom right now that have amazing ideas. And I've already started a group chat with Miss Teresa and Crystal so we can get them scheduled for a Zoom because I know Teresa and Crystal both have amazing ideas. I can't tell you all how grateful I am for you showing up every morning. I know who I can count on, and that makes it worth it. I'm going to go ahead and go through this chat, get everybody's name, put in that little spinny wheel, and put that video or recording in the comments of the Dream Team. If you are not in the Dream Team, just message me so I can get you in there. And have a great Monday. Go show everybody that's not driving yet how freaking fantastic a Monday can be. Have a great Monday, guys.